Hello viewers, welcome back. So this is part 12 of our series of session on F12 configuration for voucher type. In the last session, we saw the common F12 configurations that are shared between purchase voucher type and sales voucher type. So in this session, we will explore more options which are common between the purchase and the sales voucher type and explore these options with the sales voucher type and see how these options can be of use for your organizations. In the last session, we saw additional description for ledger. Press F12 configuration. We understood the need for provide additional description for ledgers. Now, in this session, we will see the usage of provide additional description for stock item. Now, important thing, in the last session, we had passed an accounting invoice. So how did we pass? We went to change mode and then we selected accounting invoice. Whenever you see this information here as particulars, that means you are now going to capture the data as accounting invoice. Now when I press F12 configure, you will notice that the provide additional description for stock item is not getting displayed because we are in the accounting voucher. Now I'm going to press escape and then let's change the mode. So I'm going to change the mode and then I'm going to say I want to now raise an item invoice. Now if I press F12 configuration, we will see this option provide additional description for stock item. So the usage of this or the advantage of enabling this option is same as what we saw in the previous session. In this case, we are going to enable additional description for stock item instead of ledgers. Quickly let us come to this option, provide additional description for stock item, and if it is already yes, you can just accept the screen. If it is no, then you just press Y and accept the screen by pressing Ctrl A. Let us now see the usage of additional description for stock item. So I'm going to raise an invoice to my customer India Mart, enter. So it's asking me for the sales ledger. I'm going to select sales ledger. Now it is asking me for the stock item. Now if you see this item, the company has created the name of the item along with the brand and also the computing power of i7 or i5 or i3. So in this case, it is just given the computing power, the brand and the name of the item. When I am invoicing to my customer or if my customer is buying this product Dell laptop i7, I want to provide additional information like, for example, I would want to mention what is the size of the RAM, what is the size of the hard disk, is there any graphic card that has been additionally provided. So these information can be provided on a ad hoc basis. The moment I select the stock item, you will see the additional description for the stock item. Now here you can have multiple lines of additional description that if you want, you can provide for this item. In this case, we want to mention additionally the size of the RAM, then type of hard disk and also the inclusion of graphic card. I can now specify as RAM 16 GB, SSD disk 512 GB. Press enter, it will take you to the second line. Now with 2 GB graphic card. So this way you can have your description in multiple lines. I press enter and press enter again. And now I'm going to say what is the quantity that we are going to sell. I'll just say one number, enter. Okay, so this is where your description is there. If you want further, you can go and add a description or you just press enter and let us save this voucher. So this is your bill wise detail information, enter and accept. Now to recall, we understood that to recall the previously saved voucher, you are going to press page up. So the voucher has come. Let us see in the print preview whether this information that we have captured as additional description for the stock item is getting displayed and printed. So we are going to say Control P. Control P is to print the current information that we are seeing on the screen. Once again, let us go to the configuration and then make sure that whether the field of additional description for stock item has been enabled to be printed on the invoice. So you go to configure, you come down here. This is where the option is there, show additional description for stock item. Now this option is set to no here. So even though you are providing additional description for the item in the invoice, if this option is not set to yes, then the additional description will not get printed on the invoice. So let us quickly just see if this is no, even though we have entered the additional description, what happens. So this is no. I'm just going to press escape and I'm going to come to preview and press enter here. We will see here the invoice is getting displayed, but if you notice, the additional description that we have entered here is not getting printed. The reason being, we have specified in the configuration that you don't want to print the additional description. So now we are going to press escape, come to configure, click on configure and come down to show additional description for stock item and just press enter to make it as yes. And now you can just press escape, come to preview, press enter, and now we will see the additional description that we have entered is also getting printed on the face of the invoice. Whatever is the additional description that you enter, next time when you are selecting the same item, Tally will retain the description in memory and it is going to populate automatically the previously saved description for you. You can accept the same thing, or if you want, you can go and change it. I hope these options would be of immense help for your organization. Depending on the need, now you understand how you can leverage these options, and accordingly you can enable these options for managing your organization's data in a much better way. So thank you all once again for staying till the end. See you all in the next session. Thank you very much.